So, if you're watching this, Vancouver has already passed, and we've already had a couple of other regionals in the time between then. My reason for posting this so late is because I really wanted to take my time with the editing, and considering I'm the only editor, it was pretty time consuming, especially when you have to find time in between, life to do these things. But going forward, if I'm visiting any other regionals, my goal is to get these vlogs out within like 5 days of that regional happening, just so that you, the audience, can get, the latest in Pokemon regional world. That being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you look forward to more vlogs like this in the future. I've been playing the Pokemon trading card game for a little over 2 years now, and in that time, I've learned a lot about the game. So much so, I decided to take my interest competitively. We're gonna try to win a regionals. So far, I've been to 2 events. Hartford 2023, where I was piloting Lost Box Tina, and I failed miserably. And Baltimore 2024, where I was piloting Reggie's, where I did okay, but I failed to cross the threshold to make day 2 of the competition. Looking back on both tournaments, I realized that the problem was the decks I was playing just weren't fitting to my preferred playstyle. Lucky for me, I stumbled across Turbo Moon. The deck itself has answers for nearly everything this current meta has to offer, and I've gotten very high placements in local cups and challenges with it. There's one major problem though. The format the deck exists in is about to rotate, meaning my Turbo Moon list will soon be phased out. This is the first time in my competitive career where I feel absolutely dominant with a deck. With this in mind, I took a look at the 2025 Pokemon regional schedule to see what competitions were left in this format. As I looked, I realized everything was booked. There was one though, in Vancouver, Canada. Now, I've never been to Canada. If I were to book this ticket, this would be my first international regionals. With very little slots left to sign up, I decided to full send it, buy my admission, and get my ticket to Canada.
There is a way I can get on the other one, and then it takes me to the stadium, but it's...
Alright, so I just made it to Vancouver. I'm on my way to the waterfront right now. This train is different. New York could never. We're here, made it to the hotel, got my wristband already. I went to the venue a little earlier just to sign in, get my mat, my promo card. A few little pickups, nothing too crazy. But yo, this hotel's nice. I can't even front. Like, I picked a hell of a good spot. Seat warmers and a bidet. You gotta be f***ing kidding me. Now, let me give you a tour real quick though. It's a 2-bed. I don't know why I picked 2-bed, but whatever. Gives little cranes and shit. Look at that little crane. But yeah, this is the view. It's not perfect, it's not a crazy view, but you get a good scene of the marina, right? And here, you overlook the city a little bit, right? Like I said, not the craziest view, but we're here to play Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna take a shower and get ready, so I'll see you in a few. After a nice little workout for the punt, I decided to go out and get some food and hit the city. While that happens though, I'm gonna break down my deck list. This is Turbo Moon. We run 3 copies of Roaring Moon EX, 1 copy of Baby Moon, and 1 copy of Koraidon. For our support, we have Radiant Greninja, Fezandipity EX, Squawkabilly EX, and Mew EX. For our pivots, we have Petron EX and Latias EX. Finally, we have our only Gust Pokemon in the form of Iron Bundle. We run 4 copies of Professor Sada's Vitality. We run 1 Judge and 1 Roxanne. Lastly, we pull up a boss's orders for Gust. we run 4 copies of Nest Ball, 3 copies of Ultra Ball, and 1 Hisuian Heavy Ball, 3 copies of Earthen Vessels, 3 copies of Pokegear, 2 copies of Trekking Shoes, 4 copies of Dark Patch, 2 Energy Switch, 3 Night Stretcher, a Pal Pad, and 3 Pokemon Catcher. Our ace spec of choice is Prime Catcher. We run 3 copies of Pokestop to help us find items, and the Temple of Sinnoh. Finally, we run 7 Dark Energy to help us activate our Pokemon's attacks.
It's like 6 in the morning. Tournament starts in about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. I want to sleep in. So it's pretty out here right now, but it's about 7 o'clock right here, give or take. Convention center just opened. I'm headed in right now. I'm kind of nervy, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna go give it my all. I'm gonna go see how I do. Hopefully we make it to day 2. We're at the convention center. There's about like 2,000 players signed up. And yeah, I got my list ready, sent it in, and now we just wait.
I'll probably just check out the I'll select this
So that right there is where players go up to get on stream. You know, I think if you play well enough, they just pick you out and they say, hey, you're gonna be on stream. That's low-key one of my goals for the day. If I can go 4-0, I think, you know, we definitely have a really good chance of getting in there. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, we're gonna do our best out here, I promise. Just got round 1. Came up against the Arcaliodon EX. Pretty good matchup for me, to be honest. They didn't attack with their Duraludon anytime I frenzied gouging, so really worked out for me. Alright, just took the second round. That was a really rough game, I'm not gonna front. It was me versus Gardevoir EX. Usually it's a good matchup as a weakness, but to be honest, there's just way too many ways to win with Gardevoir EX. Yeah, fortunately for me, I got really lucky. We're 2-0 right now. I'm on trying to go 8-0. Nothing more, nothing less. Check the round 3 dub. I just played against Claw, a dude named Hunter Butler, previous regional winner, 2020 Dallas. I can't lie, he seemed like he knew what he was doing, but I just managed to get really good draws. Man, it's freaky. I just need 5 more wins. 5 more wins and I'm breaking in day 2. Let's run it up. Arcadiolga. Dub. So, I just left the 5th round. I lost. They were playing Cloth to Rapagos. Unfortunately, I couldn't just master my way through that matchup. First game, they ended up taking Squawkabilly out, so they just won the prize race at that point. I managed to get them down to 2 though, so that was cool. Second game, I started Roaring Moon, going second, passed, and then I got donked. It happens. Right now I'm just trying to pick up morale and then go into these next rounds. Shout out my opponent though. Hope you do well. Yeah.
With the dub in round 6 and our record being 5-1, I was 1 win away from qualifying for day 2. Unfortunately, our momentum got stopped by a Lugia V-Star, which I was clowning before the tournament started, but I am now starting to regret having done so. Meaning, I had to win the next game, or at least tie. Lucky for me, round 8 comes around, and my opponent is also playing Moon, and also has the same record as me. After a little bit of a talk, we both decided to ID, or intentionally draw, qualifying both of us for day 2. Now, I didn't get any footage of me celebrating after, just because I was in a bit of disbelief and also really tired from playing so many hours of Pokemon, so I decided to get myself a steak dinner and head to the telly and call it a night. Day 2 starts. In order for me to even think about hitting the top brackets, I need to go 4-0. However, in my 4 matchups, I came up against Cloth Terrapagos and 3 back-to-back-to-back Dragapult EX matchups. I ended up tying against Cloth, losing the first Dragapult matchup, winning the second, and tying the third. So, not necessarily the best. Alright, back in the hotel room. It's about 12:50 in the AM. Just editing right now, and I thought I'd check in. I went 6-3-3, which isn't bad. Today, day 2, I went 1-1-2, so not the best. You know, I'm just happy I made day 2. I think that's a testament to where I've gotten. To be honest, I'm just happy it's over. That was very mentally draining. I don't think I'm playing Pokemon for like a month. Shout out to Roaring Moon. It's by far the best deck I've played the 2.5 years that I've been on these tournament runs. 100%. Going forward in this next format, I hope this stays alive, because if possible, man, I'll keep playing this. I'll play this till it rotates out. I placed 161 out of 1,000 something players, which is just enough for me to get my own Limitless page. So if you really want to, you can go on Limitless, look me up, and you'll see my full list down below. Now that I know I have my own page, I want to fill it up with more accolades. That is why, on May 23rd, I will be heading to Portland to participate in the Portland Regional Championships. Now, I'm a bit unsure as to what I want to play. I have a few ideas, but nothing feels right yet. But with Portland being 2 months out, I have just enough time to train and really figure out what I'm going to bring to the table. With that in mind, I think it's time to hit the lab, and I can't wait to bring you guys along with me. If you like that video and want to see more from me, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and follow all my socials to stay in tune. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great, blessed day.